and a wonderful afternoon to our listeners. This is Dundra Burris, your host for Southern Miss Today and on Southern Miss Radio. I'm here to bring you the latest updates, stories, and some delightful whatnots from our community. Our show is jam-packed today, and we have Mississippi Moments with Louise Link, remembering how people of Waveland gives to be an invaluable resource, and our news wrap with the community calendar by yours truly, me, Dundra Burris, to ensure you're well informed with the current events. And to make things even more exciting, we have a special guest for you, Andrea Saffel, and the executive producer for the Downtown Hattiesburg Association. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. But before we jump into the excitement, here's a quick message from our sponsors. So hang tight, folks, because we'll be right back with more Southern Miss Today. Keep in tune right here.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest. Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of...
She's turning it down on my end, too. Oh, it's on. Welcome back, folks. USM School of Ocean Science and Engineering students take research cruise abroad to Point Sur. This semester, USM School of Ocean Science took their students abroad to RV Point Sur for research and to enjoy cruising along the Mississippi Sound. Dr. George explains how this experience was for students in this major to engage with like-minded individuals as well as to receive on-hand experience in oceanography. Students left Gulfport early, eager to spend the day to perform many research-focused activities and gathering data. They sailed 30 nautical miles to Point Sur and included a visit around the Mississippi Sound and Cat Island all within 4 hours. All the while, students observed and documented data of different species of fish along the route, collected plankton samples, analyzing them through glass jars, and received information of ship sensors and research systems. The Point Sur student cruise was a highly valuable experience for me as I received first-hand research methods, said student Devin Schneider. The cruise further ignited my passion for marine science and gave me a little taste of what I can expect further down the road. For Hattiesburg News, in Moss Point, Mississippi, 104-year-old World War II veteran Willie James Smith Sr. was honored by the Hattiesburg African American Museum for his heroic services. He is one of 30 black veterans who have shared their oral history with the museum. Smith enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1941, was honorably discharged for 1945, and is one of the oldest African-American World War II vets in Jackson County. His family and community admire his strength and continue to be inspired by his century-old perspective. For Mississippi News, federal and state law enforcement agencies are investigating a shooting near the Mississippi home of U.S. Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. No injuries were reported, and the incident occurred on Sunday near her residence in Lincoln County. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is collaborating with the federal and local authorities to examine the incident. Further details, including whether the home was hit by bullets or the type of firearm used, remain undisclosed as the investigation continues. Senator Hyde-Smith and her family are unharmed, and she appreciates the efforts of law enforcement. That has been your news update from Southern Miss Today. Next, we'll have the latest in sports and weather, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Join Southern Miss Radio on Sunday mornings from 6 a.m. till noon for Sunday brunch. You'll get jazz and swing music from artists as wide-ranging as Bix Beiderbecke to Brad Meldau, from Dippermouth himself to Esperanza Spalding. But relax, you don't need to know anything about the music to enjoy it. It's a great way to wake up on Sunday morning. Sunday Brunch from 6 a.m. until noon on Southern Miss Radio.
Welcome back. For our sports segment, we have some insight on basketball player Neftali Alvarez. Unfortunately, Southern Miss basketball player Neftali Alvarez has announced that he won't be able to participate in the 2023 and 2024 men's basketball season due to a season-ending injury. Alvarez, who has faced multiple injuries in his career, shared a message of determination and faith on his Instagram. He played a vital role in 15 games last season, averaging 25.4 minutes, 7.8 points, and 2.9 assists per game. Our thoughts and prayers are with Alvarez as we hope that he focuses on his recovery and mental health during this challenging period. Head over to southernmiss.com to keep up with all the Golden Eagle sports activities. As for our weather today, skies will be mostly clear for the rest of this evening as temperatures fall into the low 70s. Overnight, lows will bottom out into the low 60s, and tomorrow will be bright and sunny. Highs will be rising to the low 80s. Sunshine throughout Friday, as well as the rest of the weekend, will be warm and sunny as highs reach into the low to mid 80s. Temperatures will drop to mid to low 60s every night this week. Perfect weather to pull out your scariest costumes and go trick-or-treating for Halloween. This is your weather forecast for this week. Up next, we have Mississippi Moments, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage by Louise Lynch, remembering how people of Waveland proves to be an invaluable resource. Check it out.
This is Mississippi Moments, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage at the University of Southern Mississippi and supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. I'm Bill Ellison. Louise Lynch's husband passed away in 1963, leaving her to raise 7 daughters alone. She explains how the people in Waveland proved an invaluable resource.
In my drugstore, I had these 2 tables, and people would sit there and wait for prescriptions. And we had coffee, big urn that they could help themselves to, and an ice cream box and a Coke machine. Well, I had a group of old men that would come in every morning, 4 old men, and they each had their chair, and they always sat in that same chair. They were retired and all professional men. One was a doctor, one had been an engineer, and the other table were for ladies. And they'd come in, and they had their own chairs too. But anyway, they were just wonderful people, and I could call on their expertise many, many times when I needed to know something about things I didn't know anything about. And they would be very happy to help me with anything. So it was a great, great feeling to have this kind of comfort in knowing I could call on people.
To hear more, visit MississippiMoments.org or just like us on Facebook. Mississippi Moments is supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. The humanities are for everyone.
That was your Mississippi Moments for today. Coming up, we have the pleasure of hearing from Andrea Saffel speaking on behalf of the Downtown Hattiesburg Association. So stick with us while we hear a message for one of our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
All right. Now, please give a warm Golden Eagle welcome to Andrea Saffel. Andrea, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So tell me more about what you're doing and what all this is about.
So I am with Downtown Hattiesburg, Downtown Association, and so we're here to talk about all the great things happening in October. And I can't hear myself.
Yeah, I can't hear myself.
And so talk to you a little bit about some of the stuff that's happening in October and some of the stuff that's coming up, right?
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Give us an insight on all the things.
Well, so you know the
Give me a little
mayor.
example.
The mayor did a proclamation every year that declares October as the busiest month to be a Hattiesburger. And that's truly no lie. I think this year is probably the biggest October so far. Stuff just keeps adding. So coming up this Friday, it's a huge Halloween weekend in downtown. Coming up this Friday, we've got the Little Shop of Horrors at the Hattiesburg Community Arts Center. Tickets are still available, I believe, for Friday and Saturday. We've got the Museum. I heard y'all talking about the African American Military History Museum. So that's just a great event, geared to family friendly, geared to kids. I think it was like 3 to 12 years old. We've got Rocky Horror Picture Show is going to be at the Sanger. We've got the Scares Only party at Lucky Rabbit. We've got Monster Mash at Southern Prohibition. All of this stuff is happening on Friday, right?
Ooh, Friday, busy day. Sound like
Busy day.
busiest.
Then Saturday, the 28th, we've got, again, Little Shop of Horrors at the Community Arts Center, Dead Authors Eve at the Author Shop. So they want you to come out. All of these can be found on the Downtown Hattiesburg's calendar of events, and you
Okay.
can click on, and it'll take you to their Facebook pages and the event listing. So
Great,
someplace you can go to find all of this stuff. But there's truly just something for everybody.
Are there admissions for all of these? Like you have to.
Some there are. Obviously, Little Shop of Horrors is a ticketed event. Some of the parties are the brouhaha. But then there's trick or treating at the Hattiesburg Library. There's a Hallows Eve dance party at the new Fat Cats, which is Thirsty Hippo.
What time would that start?
I don't remember the time, but it's on the calendar.
Okay.
I've got my little cheat sheet here, but I didn't write down times for every single thing. Also on Saturday it's the last Saturday of the month. So for downtown, that's our Wine Down Saturday. So a lot of the merchants downtown are participating, just shopping and wine sampling. So again, full details on
leaving.
our website at downtownhattiesburg.com. Let's see, we've also got Halloween head over heels sale at Savvy Pear. So if you're looking for some shopping, you can plan your whole weekend downtown, whether it's shopping,
Sounds really
stuff for the
busy,
kids,
yeah.
activities, and then just
Great time to get out and trick or treating.
right,
For sure.
and then just slide on into the evening with some cool, fun parties, whether it's at SoPro or Fat Cats or the Switch Art or all over downtown. Let's see. All weekend, we've got the Hattiesburg Skeletor downtown. So that's, if you've been downtown at all, as you're coming into the roundabout, you're greeted with our, I'm calling them Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. We started out with 12-foot skeletons at the beginning of October, and the wind took one of them out. So we shrunk them. So it's the same thing with the same.
Were they inflatables or what were they?
No, they're the great big skeletons. You've probably seen
I
them
wish
kind
I
of all
would
over
have seen it
Hazel.
before it got flown out.
Well, but we've got skeletons all over downtown, and so
Is it like a little checkpoint for like you're getting closer?
it is, and it's kind of like you've arrived somewhere, and it's a cohesive because we've got skeletons from one end of downtown to the other. So you just kind of there's
Very
a Skeletor that you can find it on our Facebook page and on the website. I'm looking at Maddie here, who is my trusty, keeping me in order
Great. Okay.
with Visit Hattiesburg. I thank
Maddie.
you so much, Maddie, for helping pull all of this stuff together for us. So the Skeletors is a merchant-led event, and it's a tour of 10 12-foot skeletons. With each one has
big
their
old
own
skeletons.
personality, so you kind of get to see a little bit about
Are they dressed up?
different ones are. Each store was responsible for decorating, and they've got
Cool.
QR codes on them, so you can scan that, and it'll kind of give you clues to lead you on to the next ones, right?
That's cute.
So with that, we also are. This is the last weekend. We're going to be. Hattiesburg Zoo is running their People Mover. So the People Mover offers free rides. It's an electric shuttle on Saturday, the 28th, for anyone who needs hands and just needs a hand in getting around downtown. They're hop on, hop off, and it's a free shuttle. Runs between the Pocket Museum to Lucky Rabbit and various points in between.
Would it be the Hub City Transit or is it
No,
like a different one?
it's a green, and I think I don't know if he's still decorated with the alligator. I think he is, because we'll talk about that next. Is the
Okay.
alligators.
Please. I wanna
So
hear
it's
more
it's
about
a
that.
green electric golf cart shuttle.
Oh.
So you just, like I said, you could wave him down. They're just making
gonna skirt.
Loops, yep, around downtown, kind of just connecting from the Pocket Museum over to Lucky Rabbit, over to Twin
Okay.
Forks and various points
So
in
just
between.
around the loop.
Yep, and he'll take you around and you can see all
Oh.
you can do the Skelly tour, right? So let me talk about the alligator scavenger hunt.
Please,
So
please.
this is kind of the newest attraction to downtown. It was an idea brought to the Hattiesburg Convention Commission by Rick and Lisa Kahn.
Shout out to him.
Right? So this is, we've seen other communities that have done this. Greenville specifically was a place that we all just visited with ADP as a leadership exchange and got to kind of see how this works. But it's art meets exploration, right? And so it was inspired by the Mice on Main, which is in Greenville, and the alligator family. Get it,
Alligator.
Gators, consists of 10 members that you can find throughout downtown, and they've all been brought to life by notable local sculptor Eric Eves. And Eric is just fantastic. So each of the alligators have their own personality, and
like the
there's a
skeletons?
story behind it. Right now, they're not as big as the skeletons.
Well,
They're small, but it just to kind of engage you, to get you to walk around and really explore downtown. So really, really excited about this project, and this is a permanent exhibit that'll be throughout downtown. So a little bit of the story is Alex Alligator. He's tired of his everyday life and surroundings, and he's convinced himself that a great adventure awaits him outside of his home of downtown. And so as he visits each of his family members to share the news of his journey and bid them farewell, they gift him with items to make his travels easier. Just before stepping outside of the city limits, he looks at each item and flips open the compass that his brother gave him. And at every point, north, south, east, and west on the compass, it says home. So Alex turns around and steps back towards downtown, realizing that his best adventure starts right here at home, and he wants everybody to kind of come along and explore downtown, his home. So the books are available at select downtown retailers, the Hattiesburg Zoo, and the Convention Center's Visitors Center, and at thepocketmuseum.com. So really, really cool idea, and just really want everybody
I
in the
like
city to get
that.
on board and explore, because it really does give you a very unique perspective
It does.
of home. So
It does.
that's all the cool activities. I mean, that's not even all. I just kind of hit the highlights of them, because it does, I talked about Friday and Saturday, but we've got a lot more events happening Tuesday and then again all weekend. Let's see, on Halloween Day on Tuesday, Little Shop of Horrors again, trick-or-treating all over Hattiesburg in downtown in the historic neighborhood, and Halloween tournament at Alley Cats, right? So
Ooh, a tournament.
just lots of cool stuff. I think the farmers market too has got some stuff going on. Is that on? A Grill and Grocery. Oh. See, look, she handed me this big long, for people who can't say, this big long list of all of the stuff happening.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so it's
Make them known.
where did I skip? What did I skip? Point me out. Oh, on this page. There we go. Okay. So, so to kind of talk about some of the great stuff that we've accomplished in downtown and kind of some of the directions that we're going. We have had 12 new businesses to open in 20. Is that right? 12 new businesses in 2023 with the facade grants. So, we started a facade grant program that we launched in January of this year that was funded in part by the city and the county and Mississippi Power and DHA, Downtown Hattiesburg Association, to try and encourage some of our property owners to get their property, to get it moving, right? To get property that's been sitting vacant or has been underutilized,
Right.
fix it up, redo the facade of it, and hopefully you get some new business into some spaces that have been vacant. So it's been incredibly
Valid,
successful.
very valid.
It's been incredibly successful.
Liven up the place.
And we've seen that specifically on Mobile Street. We have the Main Street Snow Pop and Company. Main Street Snow and Rural Spices opened on Main Street, right there at the corner of 4th and Main, right there on the Trace. But then on Mobile Street, we've got Pop & Co., Honey Company, Savvy Pear.
What are all these? Are these like little bakery shops or what are they?
Pop & Co. is ice cream and popcorn.
Ooh.
Right. If you remember Southern Kernel that was over here in Midtown, so it's that popcorn and then ice cream, right there on Main
Is
Street.
it homemade ice cream?
It's Hershey's.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if you've been out to the Hershey's, in the Oak Grove Shopping Center, it's the same franchise.
Ooh,
So
nice.
different franchisees, but same franchise.
It's gonna be warm those days too, so might as well.
Well, and it's great that we've got a place, which Walnut Circle Grill also has Bluebell ice cream, but
Ooh, I love Bluebell.
But Pop & Co. that's all they do. And so they're open, they're open until 8 and they're open late on the weekends. And so it's just a great place. You come to Lucky Rabbit, you can get, walk across the street and get some ice cream. You can get a popsicle from Pop's Brothers, there at Lucky Rabbit. So lots
So
of
will
cool stuff.
the roads and stuff be closed during these events, or just kind of like just
No,
be-
it is open.
Walkable.
Yeah, it's totally, downtown is completely walkable. And we've got the golf cart shuttle taking you around. So so the roads, we're not closing any of the streets this weekend, other than for Rocky Horror, right? That's going to be at the Sanger Theater and the Scares Only party at Lucky Rabbit. But I don't think they're not doing a street closing for the Scares Only, are they? Are they? Yeah. Okay, maybe they are. So certain ones, go check out our website. Full details there. That'll help. Let's see. Other great things.
Do y'all have a haunted house in the making?
So
by any
the
chance?
closest thing I think to a haunted house is going to be the Lucky Rabbit.
The Lucky Rabbit?
Yep.
Sure.
With there, because have you been?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh,
I've
y'all
never
need to
been
make
to
a
a
field
haunted
trip.
house, actually.
You've got to
So-
get downtown and check out the Lucky Rabbit. They're open Friday, Saturday, and Sundays in October because they're typically only open Saturdays and Sundays. But throughout October, they're open Friday nights, doing something different each weekend, and they have scare actors throughout the store, and it's an experience. I don't know how else to really explain it. It's shopping, but beyond shopping, it's just an experience.
Getting an experience. Yeah.
Just,
Little scary,
it's
little-
cool stuff to look
Get you a
at.
little jump scare.
Yes. Yeah. It's just lots of fun. Let's see. Go back to some of the new businesses, I guess. Just so I can just mention all of these, just so you have a full idea.
Shout 'em out.
Royal Spices Restaurant, Main Street Snowball Stand, which I think
Well, I've
they've
been
got
wanting to go
a
Snowball
limited
lately.
schedule, right? Pop & Co., Honey Clothing Company, right there on Mobile Street. The Savvy Pair, fantastic shoe store in downtown, right there on Main Street, on Mobile Street. Then we've got the O-Snap Selfie Boutique and Photography Lounge. We've got EMJ Comics and Collectibles, Bushman Street Cafe, the Mockingbird Venue, Flourish Wellness and IV Hydration. We've got Fat Cats that just reopened. Again, that was Thirsty Hippo location, but they're open and they're hosting the dance party. So they're regular
Okay.
programming
Bring
there
out the
now.
booty move.
We've also got the Bazzara downtown. And with the help of the facade grant program, many of these businesses have been able to renovate their exterior because Downtown Association we're operating, I guess, the $200,000 facade grant program, right? That has been all of this is being put back into the community to continue to build it. Upcoming events. So we've got Bloom's company doing a holiday floral classes November 8th, 25th, and 29th.
Is that floral classes?
Floral classes.
Like for flowers?
Like making flowers,
Ooh.
yep. Bloom's is another one of those really cool retailers that it's a great shopping experience, but it's also experiential. They do build your own bouquets, they do classes, they teach all kinds of unique stuff.
Go check it out.
Related to that, we've got the Hub City Lost Music Festival, which benefits Southern Pines. That's going to be on November 10th.
Okay.
We've got Empty Bowls, which is it's a fundraiser for the Edward Street Fellowship. I want to say like food pantry. I think I'm sorry, Ann, I know I butchered that, but Empty Bowls is November 11th. Come out, you get a bowl of soup, you pay a ticket, you get to pick out a beautifully locally crafted porcelain bowl or pottery bowl.
Can you make some too, or is it just like little craft?
Well, they've been making them for the past couple of months.
sell.
You can go in and then you go and you can pick off this table your beautiful bowl, and then you get to take it across the street to Grateful Soul, and they have lots of different restaurants that are contributing soups, and so you can
get your little
you
soup
can
sample out your
yeah.
new bowl.
So it's
Cute new
very, very
bowl.
cool. It's a real cool concept too. We've got holiday open house throughout downtown on November 18th. Also on November 18th, we've got the Holiday Expo and Makers Market. That'll be at the train depot. Then we've got Shop Small Saturday is November 25th, Saturday, November 25th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, right? We've got the 73rd Annual JC's Christmas Parade coming up on November 30th. We've got Victorian Candlelit Christmas and the Downtown Candlelit Christmas on December 9th. In the neighborhood, Victorian Candlelighting 9th and 10th.
And for my birthday.
Wrap up the year downtown at midnight on Front Street.
Ooh, Christmas.
How is that? I mean,
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
There's
There's ones. They're right
so
next
much
door.
happening. So it's just a cram-packed next couple of months, and we just really invite everybody to come downtown.
Well, you guys come out.
Check it
and
out.
Thank you so much, Miss Andrea, for coming out today, and Miss Maddie, her person that's sitting right beside her. Thank y'all so much for this information. That's going to be very helpful, and you guys come out and, support. Coming up, we've got our news wrap by me, Dondria Burris. So, do that.
How's it going, my loves? My name is Dondria Burris, and I'm here with the Community Calendar, where we gather information from around campus and within the community near you in Hattiesburg. Southern Miss Campus Recreation and the Residence Hall Association will be hosting House of Pain on Thursday, October 26th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Pain Center. If you're into all things spooky and Halloween, this event is just for you. Just be sure to bring your student IDs. Do haunted houses scare you? Well, USM SMAC invites you to a Fright Fest on Friday, October 27th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Spirit Park. Student ID is required for entry. Come out if you dare. Who is Aunt Jones and Big Picture Marketing presents the DJ Made Me Do It R&B and Southern Style on Saturday, October 28th at Pat's Bar and Grill on 5619 Highway 42, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Whip out your hottest costumes and come out to enjoy for a good time. On October 27th, 28th, and 31st, North Forest Volunteer Fire Department presents Haunted Forest at 2315 Glensdale Avenue, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It will be their 33rd year of Screams through a dark, winding trail deep into the woods where terror is sure to find you. Can you make it all the way through? If you have an event you would like for us to promote, send it to sm2news@usm.edu. Be sure to check out Southern Miss Today, Monday through Thursday at noon on WUSM 88.5. Also, pick up the latest edition of the Student Prints Around Campus, and be sure to keep tuning in to SMTV. Visit our website at sm2media.com to keep up with all of our news. I am Dondria Burris, and this has been your Community Calendar.
Thanks for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Thanks to our audio engineer, Ashanta, and our video producer, Michaela, for keeping this bird flying. Big shout out to our assistant producer, Shylin and Huey, executive producer, Miss Whitney, program director, Shania, and our GM, Dr. Martin. That wraps up our show for Southern Miss Today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and remember, soar high to the sky and fly, eagle, fly. I'm your host, Dondria Burris, signing off for now.